Jose.
Even though this is considerably old news at this point, I wanted to go over these photographs again and explain what is so ridiculously impossible about them. Some of you may recall that in October of 2024, a post was made on justjared.com about Jamie and Jess still going strong in their relationship. People were very quick to point out several reasons why these photos couldn't have possibly been current or taken on the day the article claims they were taken, which is October 1st, 2024. There were plenty of immediate and obvious red flags from the start just by looking at the photos that were posted compared to additional photos posted around the same time via Jamie and Jess's social media. To start with, you can see how long Jess's hair is here compared to a picture taken 2 days after this alleged arrival back in California. You can also see that Jamie's hair is much longer here and a lighter color compared to this picture taken a few days later that he posted on his Instagram account. Now, I know people could say it's possible that in the span of a few days, they both got haircuts and Jamie dyed his hair, but there's more to it than that. In the pictures that were posted, you can see that what Jamie is wheeling behind him is a snowboarding case, and both Jess and Jamie are dressed for colder weather, like they are coming back from a snowboarding trip, not for October weather in California. Now, as the article says, the photos were captured on October 1st, which means they would have had to have been on a snowboarding trip in late September, well before snowboarding season even starts in the United States. On top of that, you need to consider something else important. Here is a picture of Jamie Bauer at a Hugo Boss event in mid-September of 2024. Notice his darker hair color and shorter length compared to the alleged arrival of him, with Jess, October 1st of 2024 in this airport. For those Just Jared photos to have been taken on the date that they claim they were taken, Jamie would have had to grow his hair out in a week at most, color it, go on a snowboarding trip, then come home, cut it again, and dye it for a convention overseas on October 4th. I think that's more than enough to prove that these photos couldn't have possibly been taken when the article says they were taken. But then that leaves the question, why print old pictures as new at all? Who did it? And who would it benefit? I want to make it very clear that what I'm about to say next is speculation, opinion, and not based in fact. It's a plausible theory that I have come up with, but cannot definitively prove. Understand? Good. Rinelle Medrano had a gallery opening October 4th of 2024, in which Jess appeared and was definitely seeking publicity for. She attended a gallery opening party October 3rd of 2024 with Rinelle. She also promoted it several times on her Instagram account with the date and time included, so she certainly wanted people to know she was there and part of this. Now, what does this have to do with the Just Jared article, you might ask? Well, here's where some more theories and speculation come in. Though the article says the photographs were captured on October 1st, the actual article was printed on October 4th, the exact same day as the gallery opening for Rinelle that Jess was promoting and attending. On top of that, for the entirety of the year of 2024, Jamie had been ghosting Jess. It appeared to many that they had broken up at the end of 2023 and that he was now done with her. He was not taking her to events or conventions, and he wasn't posing with her on social media anymore. More accurately, he wasn't posting about her on his social media anymore. He even deleted one picture of him attending YSL with her. Meanwhile, Jess was desperately trying to keep up the pretenses they were still together, but not doing very well. Since the photos were few and far between, Jamie didn't acknowledge them, and some of them may possibly be old photos recycled to look new. So the motive was all on Jess to get an article printed that said they were still going strong and dating. But if that were even close to true, she wouldn't have needed to use old pictures, right? Of course, then the question becomes, how did she get these pictures? They are obviously taken by a paparazzi, right? How could Jess send them into a tabloid herself? Where would she have gotten them? This is where another theory comes into play. I can't prove it, but it's definitely a possibility. There is a website called Backgrid that archives thousands of photos, unused photos, for clients to access, and for someone in Jess's position as an alleged talent manager with her own business, she could, in theory, have an account with Backgrid to access these photos since she's allegedly in the entertainment industry. From there, she would have only had to search the archives of recent but unpublished photos that she could potentially pass off as new. Of her and Jamie arriving at an airport, then pitch the idea to just Jared with the photos and bam, instant publicity. The fact that this article was posted on the exact day that she would want publicity because of the gallery opening for Renelle, who is one of her alleged clients, narrows down who had the most motive to have it published exactly at that date and time. If it wasn't Jess herself, or she didn't want to do it herself, she could have had someone else do it for her anonymously, or even contacted them anonymously herself. Of course, this is just a theory, but with the need for publicity and most likely desperation to thwart rumors of a breakup, she's the only one who would have had the motive to do this at that exact time. If this is correct, and I'm not saying it is, it only goes to show the desperate, manipulative, and conniving lengths Jess was willing to go to in order to keep the lie of the relationship alive and once again, use Jamie Bauer's name for her own personal gain and publicity. If she was willing to do this, and I am correct, one must wonder what else she may have manipulated, exaggerated, or outright lied about in the rest of her interviews, right?